Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Jocka, and welcome back to the chat. Hope you guys have been having a great start to your week. I had my painting class yesterday, which was fantastic. I got started on a new piece that I will be posting on Instagram updates and all that stuff. So please follow me on Instagram if you're interested in my art. But other than that, I had wood later on in the day. But honestly, I was so exhausted from the concert that I was at on Sunday that I just decided to just skip that class. Though I don't advise skipping, but I mean, everyone needs a little bit of a break once in a while. So I decided to opt out of that one and just come home and work on some other stuff and relax at home and regain myself. And I'm planning to go in early tomorrow to make up for lost time for that class. But I actually wanted to talk about something related to taking breaks. I'm stretching. Everybody deserves a little bit of a break once in a while, right? And sometimes people they push themselves so hard because they want to get something done. But it is important to like if you're really hurting on something, it is worthwhile to take a break, and just kind of regroup. There's no shame in that. There's no, I feel it's not wasting time in my opinion, because you're regathering your thoughts and you're regathering your skill and just recultivating it in order to tackle it again fresh. However, it is very important though, to actually come back to that task, because there's a very fine line with taking a break and then giving up on something. Because sometimes when people take a break from something, they end up not going back to it, and that hinders growth. However, you could have moved on to something else, but sometimes people stay stagnant, and that's on a couple variables. That's to do with I don't know, the result looking bleak. Not worth it, right? Or even yourself, your own self can get in the way. Trying to assume that you'll get something done, but then it doesn't work out the way that you planned, and then it hinders your pride, right? Because pride is a big thing with a lot of people, but sometimes it cuts it, right? But what I like to do when I'm taking a break is I don't just not do anything. I still stay busy, just I allocate my energy elsewhere, just to kind of, like, I'll compare it to food for a second. The way I like to eat is, I'll have a whole range of flavors on my plate, because if I feel like I'm eating the same thing for so long, then I'll get tired of it and I'll feel full much more quickly. So I'll have like some cranberry sauce to balance out the mashed potatoes and the chicken, right? That kind of thing. Just to kind of circulate in like a drink that has a completely different texture, right? So that I can drink that and be like, yes, I'm refreshed. I can go back into this, right? But it's the same thing with allocating your energy towards other things. Because giving up, I'm telling you, is probably one. In my opinion, is one of the worst things somebody can do, because even though every experience that somebody undergoes, that applies growth to somebody, but being able to finish something, it's almost like a very small milestone, in my opinion, because being able to see something to the end really shows that you have the perseverance to get through something and then finish it and have that under your belt, instead of leaving a bunch of things unfinished, right? That can also affect somebody's pride if one does that, because you can say, and I'm guilty of this. I'm sure a lot of other people are, to say something that they'll do something and then they end up not doing it. And other things will pop up, other variables. Sometimes you're not able to finish it, but that doesn't prevent you from trying your best to finish it, right? And I think that's what it's about. Because in the end, like when you're working on something, people, they can get isolated and overwhelmed, and then they start thinking about, oh God, like how am I gonna finish this, right? But we're not alone, right? You know, we have support. We have our family, our friends, and like they can help us as much as they can. But in the end, you know, it's our choice, right? It's our control of ourselves that really pushes us to do the things that we do. So they can support us, even though they are so important, you know, the other people that support us, but we have to believe it ourselves that we can finish it. And that's where the optimism comes into play. And a lot of people believe that optimism is almost a naivety, but honestly, I'll call it a realistic optimism. Because when that's applied, you can not only stay positive about things and know that you can get over things and get through things, but also you'll be able to acknowledge the problem for what it is and accept it. And then instead of just saying, oh, like I can't do this because this problem exists, you can actually work out the problem. So I like to say, I consider myself an optimist, but what I like to say is I can guarantee that undesirable things are going to happen in each and every one of our lives, like consistently. Like bad things are going to happen no matter what, and they're going to happen a lot. But the thing is that just as many good things can happen as well, and I guarantee that good things will still happen even though the bad things are happening. I can guarantee that. I can absolutely guarantee that. It's just about, you know, but that relies on the self. Is that what do we prioritize? Do we prioritize the bad things or the good things? And then how we prioritize them. Do we consider the bad things as the things that weigh us down, or a potential growth opportunity? And then the good things, do we consider those the things worth fighting for or of a rarity? You know? People can get in that mindset, especially when they're overwhelmed with work, you know, with their tasks. But what matters is that we can all get through what we're faced with. I promise. But it all comes down to the person in question, right? You, me, whoever's in the situation. But anyways, I'm gonna close up the vlog. But I have class later. But I'm gonna meet up with my friend Thomas, who honestly I would love to have on the show, and I've talked to him about it too. But we'll probably do that another time. We're gonna go meet up because we haven't seen each other in a very long time, and then actually sat down and hung out. So we're gonna go hang out, have some drinks, and then I got bronze casting later. So that's gonna be awesome. The day's gonna be great. I'm also working on a few other things, and that collab that I mentioned a long time ago, to do with a video game, sort of. It's back on track, so that's really exciting. I sent in a few things to them, and I'm gonna see what's up. We're gonna talk things out and hash it out, and see what I can disclose to hint at. But it's going to be really awesome. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like more. And stay tuned for the next video tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great day or night, whenever that is. And I'll see you all in the next video. See you later.